Hello beautiful people, and welcome to my channel. If you are a new subscriber, welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Everything that I used in this video will be listed down below. Please don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss whenever I post another video. Let's get straight into it. I'm starting off with this olive green shade. This will be used as my transition color, and I'm just stamping that into place and then blending it out. I don't want this color to be super harsh, so I'm gonna really blend this out very well. Now I'm going to take this forest green shade and I'm going to add this to the outer corner, and I'm going to stamp this into place and build it up before blending it out. When blending it out, I'm making sure that I don't go above the transition color but just under it, and making sure that those two blend together so I don't have any harsh lines. Now I'm going to go in with this light orange shade. On camera it shows off more of a yellow, but it is orange. And I'm stamping that right in the rest of the lid, making sure that I really build this color up because it is, like I said, showing off yellow. And I'm also making sure that I blend those other two shades properly so everything blends together. For the inner corner, I'm going to go in with this cream shade. On camera it looks white, but it is a cream color. And I'm just placing that in the inner corner using some tapping motions. And I'm making sure that I take my time and build this color up before blending it out. And even after I blend it out, I am going to have to go in with a little more of that cream shade because it kind of disappeared just a little bit. Now that I'm satisfied with how everything looks, I'm going to do the other side as well as add some lashes off camera. And I'm going in with some mattifying primer, mainly focusing on and around my nose because that's where I get the oiliest no matter what I do. I am going to apply some on my cheeks as well, but mainly focusing on and around my nose. Now I'm just taking a little bit of foundation, and this foundation is buildable, so if you feel like you need to add more, feel free to do so. But I'm going in with a little bit and I'm blending it out. And as you can see, a little goes a long way. And right under where I have my wing, I'm going to go in with a little more foundation using a separate brush. And it was a lot more product than what I needed, so I decided to just apply the rest to my face, and then whatever was remaining, apply and clean up that wing area. Really taking my time when doing this so that I don't mess up my wing. And now I'm just focusing on blending that area out. You can use a smaller brush if you need it, but this brush did just fine. I'm just making sure that I pay attention closely to what I'm doing. And I'm just going to repeat the same steps on this side. Now I'm just going in with some concealer under my eyes to highlight my face as well as down the bridge of my nose. This is a full coverage concealer, so I don't have to let it sit for too long. But the longer you let some concealer sit, the more full coverage it will be. This is just in case you don't have a full coverage concealer, but you don't want it to sit too long that it makes it harder for you to blend it out. Then I went ahead and added some foundation to my forehead, not a lot, and I'm going to blend that out. I am going to go back in with a little bit more foundation because I feel like it wasn't enough. When blending out that concealer under my eyes, I'm really making sure that I blend out the outer edges first, but I'm also blending out everywhere else as well, but mainly focusing on the outer edges because I don't want that to be a harsh line and it won't blend that good with the bronzer. I'm going to go in with my foundation brush to blend out the edges a little more because again, I don't want any harsh lines. I'm also going to go back in with a little more concealer because I want the under eyes to be a little brighter. And I can go ahead and blend out this concealer, but I decided to go in with my bronzer first. So I'm just applying my bronzer. And on my cheek area, when it's time to blend out, you want to blend upward towards that concealer. And by the hairline, you want to blend into the hairline. You want to make sure that everything is nicely blended and that everything flows together. And to blend that out even further, I'm going in with my foundation brush. Of course, there's nothing on it. And I'm just mainly focusing on those edges, making sure that everything is nicely blended. And I'm going to contour my nose a little bit before blending out that concealer as well. Really paying attention to the placement of this and making sure also that I don't apply too much on my nose because I don't want it again to be too harsh. And to blend that out, I'm going in with that foundation brush as well. Now it's time to blend out that concealer. Again, focus on the edges first, making sure that those are nicely blended out and making sure that you don't have any type of harshness or that the product didn't dry down too fast and you're struggling to blend it out. To get rid of any harsh lines, go back in with your foundation brush and blend those two, bronzer and concealer, together. Now it's time to set that concealer under my eyes, and I'm going in with some translucent powder, applying a little at a time and making sure that I really press that in, making sure that, again, I don't have any creasing under my eyes. You're going to have natural creasing anyway, but you want to make sure that you don't set anything extra. I'm going to go in with a little more of that powder, going a little heavier this time, and I'm going to let that sit under my eyes, not for too long because I don't want to bake, but long enough so that I can really set the rest of my face. Mainly focusing on that nose area and that forehead. I'm also going to go over my brows too to help remove some of that shine that I may have. Also set the concealer around my brows. This part is optional, but I'm also doing like the reverse contour look, and I'm setting that foundation underneath that bronzer, as well as going over that bronzer as well to set that a little bit and kind of take away some of the harshness. And now I'm just going in with my mixture of powders, and I'm just applying that everywhere that I applied that other powder, just to make sure that everything is nicely set. And instead of me adding this powder underneath my eyes everywhere, I'm just focusing on the outer corners. And I'm going to tap that powder in on the outer corners, and when it comes to the inner corners, I'm going to dust the rest of the powder away. I'm going in with another foundation brush to dust away the rest of that powder. Okay, now I'm going to just spray my face a little bit to help set everything into place. And now I'm going in with a shimmer shade in that same palette, and I'm applying that underneath my brow bone. This shade with this look was so cute, it helped bring the look together. I'm also going to apply some onto my nose as well to highlight that area a little bit, as well as my inner tear ducts, just to help really bring this look together. At the last minute, I decided to add a little bit of that shimmer to my Cupid's bow as well. Now I'm going in with a brown lip liner, and just a little bit. I don't want the lip to be too bold, but I want it to stand out. And I'm just going to add a little bit of kind of like a nude color in the center, give that ombre look. And there you have the finished look. I hope you all enjoyed this video as much as I did making it, and I will see you in the next one.